All right, here goes.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of We Don't Know Movies. I am your host, Jared What?
I have never kept a straight face through anyone's introduction, so maybe
it's
like
hard
just
to when
take
this
it away.
motherfucker says yo yo yo. All right,
Yo, yo, yo.
Continue.
But anyways, I'm your host, Jared Webb, aka Webnuts. I have with me my co-host, to my left, Jacob Wolf, the Wolf Man. And then I have below him, Kaleb Edward Edley,
What's
the
up?
main man. And then I got below me, as usual, wink, Ethan Ragsdale.
And quick update for everyone that's watching the video. I'm Jacob. That's Kaleb. That's Ethan. And that's Jared.
Oh, okay.
It orients to mine. It's just
I was
on my
wondering. I
screen.
was wondering if it was going to come up in the same order.
nah.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't because you
Yeah.
guys are different as fuck for me.
I'm different. I'm different.
Yeah. Anyway, don't ever do that again.
I hate myself.
Well,
Go ahead, Jared.
I'll do it for you.
Sorry, I don't have a cool background like you guys. It wasn't working for me. It like put whole body into the picture, and it just wasn't gonna look good. So you guys get to just see the office.
Well, I mean, at least you got the cool Venom picture back there and what appears to be a painting of
it
Slender
doesn't look
Man
like
on the back
complete
wall.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just got like his web around him, and he's like, it's like he's coming out of the shadows.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. Will Pigg, by the way, he's the artist who does these. Look him up. Pig with 2 G's on the end.
Oh, write that into the Discord so I can give him a shout out on the socials as well.
All right, I
I was gonna say, did he really just freeze? Okay.
made this.
Oh, he made.
I didn't freeze. No,
You did for a second. Yeah, you did.
Just for a second.
Yeah, he
He
did.
also made this cool little Autobot symbol. Got a lot of art
Very
coming.
nice.
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 Is he going to give us a discount?
But anyways, today's episode. So last week we went over our top 3 favorite actors. So I figured this week we'd keep it rolling and just do our favorite actresses, and then hopefully later on get into some movies and plays. I think we should do a show for the Hamilton, which I'm going to watch tonight.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to be our next episode for all our viewers out there. So get ready for that next week. But we'll go ahead and start it off. I'll just keep it with the same thing that I said earlier, Jacob, Kaleb, and then Ethan, and then I'll go last.
Nice.
And then we'll keep it rolling. So with further ado, Jacob, give us your number 3.
Without,
I was like, so
without
should I rate
further-
there?
We're gonna have some further ado in there first.
Gonna stop for a fucking ad break real quick. This episode brought to you by Coco Ichiban Curry.
So that's our further ado. Now without it,
And now, my first choice, or my first of 3, I guess I'll say, is Ellen Page. For some reason, she always
yeah. Took me a second.
Okay, I was gonna say, oh, fucking forgot who that was. I was like, that's usually my job to forget the actresses and actors.
I'm not good with actresses, man. I'll preface that.
But no, Ellen Page, really loved her in Juno. She kept the same kind of energy when she went to Inception. Just kind of has that, not necessarily a smartass, but a witty. It comes off a little bit more witty than smartass.
Sure.
To me. Yeah, if there's a way to differentiate them, like one feels like more like a dick, one just feels more intelligent in my
She's
book at least.
cutesy quirky.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like she would have been like really good in like what is that movie with Michael Cera, fucking
Super
Juno.
bad.
versus the World. What's that?
Oh,
fucking
Scott
movie?
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. I feel like she would have been good
Yeah,
in
she
Scott
would have done
Pilgrim.
really well.
Yeah, she could have done that.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that energy. She would have been funny in. Wow, you just said it. Superbad. Yeah, I think she would have been a good pick in that movie too. But obviously, those roles were already filled. But yeah, she's my number 3. Just really enjoyed everything she did. I think the character Ellie in The Last of Us was based off of her looks wise. I think I could be wrong about this. So correct me if I am. I actually thought she was the voice actress for her, but I looked it up just to be sure before we did the show, and she is not.
Umbrella Academy?
She is.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like,
I
what
have
have
the-
you
you guys-
she's in?
I have the IMDb's in
So-
front of me. So
Have you guys seen Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like she would be a very good live-action Vanellope. She just reminds me of her, like the supporting character Vanellope. Just that spunky attitude, like button nose, and just that one-liners, quick-witted type of person.
oh yeah, definitely I agree with that.
She definitely would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, she's a
that's my number
great
three.
actress.
Yeah, that's a really good choice. I didn't even think of her. Would
She
make
hasn't
my
had
top
too
three.
many like huge roles,
Yeah.
but I don't think she really I don't think her as a person. I don't think that's what she goes for.
Sure, she's a specific type of actress, though, for sure.
Ethan, this is coming from the guy though too that got Julia Roberts and Sandra Bullock mixed up every time I talk about Julia Roberts. So
Yeah,
I've
I
actually
you're
been
being facetious. Like, I
no,
did not
I've
know you were
honestly been
fucking
thinking of
serious.
Sandra Bullock the entire time. So fuck me.
Wait, like the last few weeks? That was
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the
Every time I
characters he
mentioned
said
Julia
were
Roberts,
Julia Roberts.
the only thing I said was that was actually a Julia Roberts movie was Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah,
You
and that's
made
just
that
because
reference.
that's because the name. But the other movies I listed were Sandra Bullock movies, like The Proposal. I've been thinking of Sandra Bullock in my head the entire time.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I didn't even
That's
catch
good
on
for
to
the
that.
show.
I am not a smart man.
Well, that's already been established.
So who do you got next, Jared, on your wacky fucking outline there?
Caleb Conrad's
one?
up next.
Caleb.
It's Caleb.
Caleb Conrad.
I gotta keep that joke going, dude. That's so. I
God.
cannot believe that fucking happened.
How dare
God,
he?
I know, dude.
Jeez.
We're virtually roasting him since he's not fucking here.
Yeah,
That's what he gets.
Yeah, that's
Can you
what you
remember our
fucking
fucking
get.
names?
All right.
You're not
Remember
getting
my
off easy
fucking
this
name.
time, Brian.
My number 3 actress, you might recognize her from Mission Impossible 2, or possibly that horrible Eddie Murphy movie Norbit. But most recently and most famously, she is in Westworld. That is Tandy Newton, who plays Maeve.
Yes.
She's so
Tandy
good
Newton.
as
Let me see
Maeve.
what
Like
this is.
just like that charisma she gives off, and that like badassery. Especially in this season, spoiler alert, when she gets to use the samurai sword and she just goes like full badass. Because in season 2, I know they hinted at it, like they ended the episode with her holding it, but then the next episode she had already killed everybody. But we actually get to
Nice.
see her do it, and she did her own stunts, a lot of them. So
Oh,
she's just an all around badass in my opinion, and she's a fucking great actor. So she's my number
Yeah.
3.
nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. She's probably in. I'd probably put her in my top 10 of like one of the most beautiful women I've ever.
Oh,
laid
yeah, very
eyes
pretty.
upon.
Mm-hmm.
She's in the
And-
Pursuit of Happiness, is she not?
Yeah.
She is,
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's where I remember her from.
and that
And is she in 7 pounds? No, that's someone
no,
else.
that's Rosario Dawson.
That's Rosario.
Oh, she's so hot to me.
Which
I
one?
feel like
Rosario?
I put.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wait, her name. What? Who plays Maeve? I'm sorry, you just said her name.
Maeve
and now
Tandy
it's
Newton.
escaped. Yes, her, Zoe Saldana. I get them mixed up, but I know the difference. It's just sometimes I'll be thinking of one, and it's actually that one. They
Yeah,
remind
No, I
me
mean
a
I
lot
could
of
I
each
could
other.
see that.
When
I
you
guess
said
that's
when you said that she
understandable.
was like super attractive, my first thought was Zoe Saldana, because that's like my fucking be all end all for the entire
Oh,
Marvel series.
She might be the most attractive woman to me. If I
Yeah.
really try to think about it.
Yeah, and she looked pretty good blue in Avatar. So hey, here we go. She was
And green.
blue in Avatar, green in Marvel films.
She can
Yeah.
pull
Anyways,
off all
what
seen
the
episodes.
fuck?
I'm looking at Zoe Saldana's IMDb right now. By the way, they've got all the way up to Avatar 5 listed, coming out in 2027.
Goodness.
Do we honestly believe that those are going to happen? Like, haven't they been
Avatar
talking?
5? We only have the second one.
Yeah, that's supposed
Yeah,
to come
we
out
don't
2021.
No, they
apparently.
greenlit the next 4. I want to say
Yeah. They
a
also
couple years
filming.
ago, maybe.
Gracious.
But
But
haven't
yeah,
they been
they've-
talking about filming these for a long ass time?
They have, but I mean, you gotta think about it. Zoe's busy doing Avengers and Marvel shit, so I don't know what the rest of the cast is doing. Probably just waiting for her. But
Plus, she has like 3 kids.
does she?
Damn.
Yeah, and she still looks amazing. That's
Wow.
what gets me. I'm just like, goodness gracious.
Nice.
But
Oh.
dude, yeah, I love that pick. And I love Westworld. Caleb, I think me and you are the only ones who watched it all. So,
Well, you two fucks need to watch it. It's great.
I've tried it. I didn't get into it.
Yeah, I watched the first
far'd
half
you
of the
get?
first season.
I just tried the first episode. That was it.
Oh,
weird
you got to
because
stick through, buddy.
I feel like there's
Well,
so
I
many
didn't want to.
characters you can
I had to tell Jess the same thing. You
Hey,
just got to.
The number one rule for a
good.
pilot episode is you gotta capture the audience.
Exactly.
Oh, it captured
dude.
the fuck out of me.
Yeah, me too.
So I guess you guys are just lower life forms.
Or are
I'm
you
not
just
gonna argue
easily
that.
entertained?
All right, Ethan, number 3. We'll move
Yeah,
on.
man. Kind of basic, but I really enjoy her. I just appealed to her. There's really no other actress like her to me. But Emma Stone's my number 3. She's just so particular. In specific, you really can't mimic her. I feel like when she's in a role, it really can't be redone. That's just why I like her so much. She's very unique. But of course, I first watched her in Superbad and just loved her then. But her best performances for me were like La La Land, and I really liked her as Gwen Stacy in Amazing Spider-Man. I thought she did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like Zombieland as well. Those are the ones that stuck out to me. But I just really like her. I know she's in like Easy A and The Help, but those weren't like that special to me. But I just really enjoy her, and she's hot, but like not in like a conventionally hot way, but like I don't know, quirky, cool, weird, hot. I guess like she's
I'd say
not
it's
your
pretty conventional.
not to me, not my attraction to her. I don't think she's very traditionally attractive.
I
I
guarantee
think
you
she
take
is.
anybody, just like any random man, be like, "Hey, you think this girl's pretty?" They'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, sure, but
But
I
you
think
have to
she's.
admit, most random men have very low standards.
That's very true. That's very true.
Nothing is
But
ever stone on
she's
that, by
kind
the
of
way. She is
terrible.
very, very attractive.
Am I on
But-
the wrong branch thinking that she's kind of relative to Aubrey Plaza's like
I
esque
think
Aubrey
she's,
Plaza?
I
Aubrey
think she's
Plaza?
more. I think
She's more unique
attractive.
for sure. Oh, I'm talking
Well-
about like uniqueness,
Oh,
like
no,
the average
no,
guy.
yeah, I
They're
agree with you
attracted to
because
kind of.
Yeah.
They're attracted to like her demeanor and
Well,
how she
and
carries
because
herself and her
I've
mannerisms.
seen
she was
Emma
April
Stone
on Parks and
do-
Rec, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen Emma Stone do more serious roles, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
And Aubrey Plaza hasn't really gone to do that. She likes.
Oh, not to say they're similar
Comedic
actresses, just
role.
to say their appeal is
Oh, yeah.
similar.
Mm-hmm. Like they
In
got
my
that quirky
opinion,
kind of
yeah.
energy.
I get
Exactly.
that, yeah.
Like they have, they can
You're
play a
right.
comedy really well, but you've seen the acting chops here and there.
My point
for
being,
sure.
Kaleb, is every role that she's in is not the conventionally attractive one. It's not. Maybe the
Agree to
only one.
disagree.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, it's so because like in a Superbad, she's like the love interest of the main
Mm-hmm.
character,
Yeah.
but also it's the main character is
It wasn't like her body
Jonah.
when she would.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the main character's Jonah Hill. It's not like
Yeah.
the main character's Zac Efron.
And it wasn't a form of sexualization either.
Exactly.
You just liked her because she was cool as
that's
fuck.
exactly what I'm getting to. Is just
Yeah.
that's because she's the cool girl. And
Well, I don't think you have to sexualize her for her to be hot. You know what I mean?
well, and that's the point that he's making, though, is that that's the peculiarness is probably what makes her attractive, is what he's trying to say. The same way Aubrey
I
Plaza
just
is.
personally don't find her very
Plaza,
peculiar, but
Plaza.
I guess I can see where you would get that.
Yeah, I've always thought that she was just weird and quirky. That I've always felt that way.
Yeah.
Her facial expressions, just the things that she does, I've always found odd, but oddly appealing to me. So
No, definitely.
Anyways,
appealing,
yeah.
very
John
appealing.
Mayer!
yeah, that's my number 3. What'd
like
you say,
it.
Drew?
I said fucking John Mayer.
Oh, okay.
Who hasn't
Alright.
though? I'm pretty sure I'm on his. I'm on his short
Seen
list.
Just Friends?
No,
Her cameo in Just Friends?
no.
No,
Which one
Jared.
is that? Is that Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis? Yeah, I haven't
Yes.
seen that one. I saw the
thought it
Ashton
was Ashton
Kutcher,
Kutcher in
and that's
No,
No Strings
Ashton
Attached.
Kutcher.
No Strings Attached with Natalie
They're
Portman.
the
Oh,
same
okay.
exact movie though.
Really?
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
it.
Dude, that whole string, like, all those movies came out, Ron, just a fucking hit. I forget which years. It was like, what, 2000, I feel like, I don't know, 12?
Getting close to Jared's year.
No Strings Attached was 2011.
Really? 2001?
11. Jesus.
Oh, 11. I was close.
Yeah, just 10 years off.
Just a decade.
In his defense, though, I have a hard
Get
time
it,
with
Jared.
that.
We
Actually,
know what you fucking meant. We were fucking joking with you. Goddamn, I knew he was going to say, oh, no, I'm talking about my first year. We fucking know that. Jesus Christ. Who's your number 3?
My number 3 is Reese Witherspoon.
Nice.
And Tim, I thought the Water for Elephants with her and Robert Pattinson is just phenomenal. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it.
Yeah, I
saw it
have.
once.
I haven't. No.
I don't remember much from it.
It's
I
good.
remember from Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
And Legally Blonde.
Legally
And
Blonde.
Cruel Intentions.
Yeah. Mud.
Yeah,
You-
sure. We know you like
What?
fucking mud.
Yeah, you're like the only person in this group that's seen that movie, I think.
But Mud, by the way, Mud's a good
You
one.
need
He
to
brings
watch
up
it,
Mud
dude.
every
It's a great
episode.
movie.
Our weekly
Watch
mud
it.
plug.
Yo, the
Literally.
mud plug.
Literally, Caleb, fuck. Like 5 people have seen that movie.
It was fucking Jared 5 times at the theater.
Like it's.
I saw it once.
Yeah, so we sold
I
5
remembered
tickets
it.
to Mud, all to one guy.
Yeah, he
just have, like,
expected
a
some
row.
friends to show up, but they all said, fuck this.
He just kept fucking going, man. He's here all day. A marathon of Mud.
Marathon of Mud sounds like my fucking bathroom after Taco Bell.
That sounds like a fucking fever dream.
God, that is exactly what it sounds like.
Oh, shit.
Well, I guess fuck my third pick then. Jesus.
Yeah, fucker.
Yeah, fuck it.
But Reese, if you're seeing this, you're fantastic.
No, she is a good actress.
Of course she is.
I do like her a lot.
We're on
though,
her
yeah,
to-do list.
For sure.
Yeah. We wish.
Oh, my God. Has she been in anything recently? I'm sorry, like, I'm looking at her.
Recently, I
Been
don't
doing the show on HBO called
She's on the morning show.
It's called Big Little Lies.
Big Little Lies. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's
Yeah.
Speaking of Jacob, how recent was it?
Boo.
Yeah, no.
shit.
I'll see
Right.
myself
On that,
out.
we're gonna move to Jacob's second pick.
So my second pick is Cameron Diaz.
Ooh. Okay.
That's my most basic pick, probably, I guess. But
She
no,
has a stretch
Your
face.
Charlie's Angel.
yeah, she was in Charlie's Angels, but the role that I'm going with actually is Night and Day. It was a movie with
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Never saw it.
Bitch,
It
I'm
is-
Tom Cruise.
It is hilarious. I fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
It
For an action comedy.
Exactly.
Like,
And
I don't know.
and
It's all
she
three.
she has kind of like the Emma Stone energy as well, if you ask me. Like in a lot of these roles that I see her in, and maybe it's just the movies that I'm more inclined to watch. But she's got that kind of funny energy the entire time, all the while being usually the love interest in the movie. Like in Night and Day, like that's clearly what the vibe was. But she's kind of like in that movie at least the klutzy kind of energy. But also she has in Charlie's Angels. Obviously she's much more than that. But she's also in There's Something About Mary with Ben Stiller. I'm sure you guys have all seen that movie as well, which is obviously just fucking hysterical. So yeah, Cameron Diaz to me, I always see her like because I prefer comedies over anything else. So to me, that's one of she always comes up in movies that I guess stick in my brain a little bit. So
Yeah. She's definitely like a late 90s, mid 2000s.
Exactly. Yeah.
Actually,
Like-
She's
I'd
retired
actually
now.
love to see her start doing some more like I don't know like.
Caleb said she's retired. I didn't know that.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
I can't
She
blame her.
retired.
I mean, she's done the work.
She retired before Sex Tape, came back, made Sex Tape bombed, then she retired again.
Yeah,
I
sex
actually
tape.
thought Sex Tape was funny.
I wasn't a
didn't see it.
huge fan of it. I watched it specifically because it had Jason Segel in it. I liked her
That was the
character
one
in it.
about the cloud. They kept talking about the
Yeah,
fucking cloud.
yeah. The sex tape is
Yeah.
in the cloud because it was like a
Right,
3-hour long
right.
sex tape, and they're like, that's the length of the movie, The Lincoln Lawyer. You did the entire Lincoln Lawyer, and that just made me think of Jared. So
Nice. I feel like to look
Sex
like
tape.
Cameron Diaz, all I would need to do is just tape on my fucking face. She has like a stretch face, dude. Like,
I think it would take a bit more. Because Cameron Diaz is a beautiful, beautiful
You
woman.
want to know what my
dude, but,
favorite
like
role
it
of
looks
hers
like
is?
someone
And
just
you're
stepped
you.
on her face for a long time. Yeah, and I'm hotter.
I love her in The Mask with Jim.
Yeah, she was in
Good.
The Mask. She's also the voice of Fiona from Shrek.
She is.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Jared. I feel like you should be more of a Jim Carrey fan.
Oh, I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah, but I feel like you should love him more than Matthew McConaughey.
I mean, if you guys want to do an episode on like best
No,
comedic
it's
actors,
okay.
he's gonna be there.
yeah, that's fair.
No.
I like Jim Carrey in everything except for Ace Ventura, basically.
Oh my God,
Ace-
what? That's what I
Ace
think of
Ventura is his
him.
best.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I hate that kind of comedy. That's what I didn't like about Robin Williams either. Is when you have to start doing stupid noises and fucking just acting silly. Give him a funny line to give a
this will be
funny
my last show.
delivery,
Well,
We don't
actually,
know
as
when.
opposed to just acting stupid.
Actually,
That's how I
Jim
feel about
Carrey
it.
for Ace Ventura based his character off an animal. I think it's a cockatoo, the white bird. And
suck
that's
a
why he always
dickatoo.
walks like this.
Stupid fucking role.
We got Steve Irwin over here. Any fucking way. You can't tell me that any Robin Williams, not to digress too much, but Robin Williams movies have no substance. Because what you just
No, that's
described
not
is
what I'm
lacking
saying at
substance.
all. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying I hate when they try to make comedy nothing but people acting stupid.
Oh, you're
Like,
talking
if
about
you-
like a stand-up?
Yes, like
Oh,
in Jim Carrey.
never mind.
Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura acts like that. In Robin Williams, whenever he does
Stand-up.
his stand-ups and all of his
I never
fucking
liked it.
interviews, it's always like that, and it's
That's
annoying
fair.
to me.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I never liked
I can't think of a
stand-up. I
single
think
one of
it's
his
on his
movies where he
films.
does that. But I'm sure there's something. But
Yeah.
it's just not,
Not
the ones
that
I
I've
watched.
seen.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just not into that, you're just not into that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
facts,
it's just
facts.
to me, it does. I do not.
No,
laugh.
that's
Like,
fair. I never
yeah.
liked his stand-up. He's one of my favorites of all time. But
All right.
Yeah, got the fucking 6th degree about Robin Williams. So I'm trying to talk about
I know,
Cameron
right?
Diaz.
What-
So I
one
was about
day,
to say,
Jay,
somehow
why-
we went from Cameron Diaz to Robin Williams.
I know
6 degrees
while we're
of Kevin
thinking about it, I
Bacon
know we're
hotel.
doing a lot of favorite stuff, Jared, but what I think would be really cool for you to do would be like we would do eras, like top 90s or 90s favorites.
Ooh, okay.
Because
I
like
can do
my
that for
favorite
sure.
actors, I didn't have Robin Williams or Adam Sandler, and of course I would in that scenario, But anywho,
Okay. I mean, we got.
Easy.
Listen, that's what this show's for.
yeah,
We're
dude,
here to just-
eras would be sick, especially us because we're starting to get older and we're not really current anymore. You know,
are.
like
I'm a spry chicken.
you're older than me, fuckhead.
I know.
But like we're starting to be like a different, like our list is showing that, some people be like, who's Cameron Diaz? Like if I ask my students that, I guarantee you maybe less than half. I'd take the under on 50% of my students would know who she is.
Well, that means you're a terrible
She hasn't
teacher.
been making movies for one.
You gotta
so.
educate these kids.
I'm talking about first fucking day. Yeah, but Cameron Diaz is not really that worth teaching. She's good, but
Yeah,
not
and,
great.
and anybody watching as well, if you guys want to see us talk about a certain
Yeah, give us
movie
recommendations.
or
We will literally
something,
do whatever.
Yeah, I'm open to suggestions.
Well, I have a line I will draw at some point. I won't do whatever.
Right.
Oh, then we
I
don't
would
have
do
to have you.
anything
That's
for
fine.
love,
The show
but
will be better
I won't
anyway.
do that.
I'm kidding, Caleb.
All right.
All right, dude.
All right.
Caleb, you're up,
Well,
right?
moving on. Caleb,
gonna
get
go
us
pour
with
some
your
more coffee.
second.
All right, my number 2. I'm just going to say the most obscure things on their IMDb before I introduce them.
And
You
we
might
guess.
recognize her from A Private Function or Washington Square. But more importantly, she is Professor Minerva McGonagall, Dame Maggie Smith.
Nice. I love that.
She is my number 2. I've never watched Downton Abbey, but I hear she's brilliant in that as well. I might watch it if I'm ever feeling particularly British, I guess. But her McGonagall is like one of the best parts, like very
That's big
consistent
bears.
throughout all of the movies. What was that, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
She
broke up
has
there.
she has a very small role in I think it's Rush Hour 3, where she's the nun to come speak French for them.
Oh yeah.
And her interaction with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan is hilarious. She kills it.
No, yeah, that's what I like about her. Like she can be like serious, like stern older woman, or she can like be a little silly or be like show off some
Yeah.
comedic chops. She's very versatile.
I loved her as McGonagall, dude. It was one of those feelings. Like, I mean,
dude.
of course, us like we're that best time frame with Harry Potter. Like we grew up with that. I mean, the first one came out when I was in 3rd grade. But anyways, not to get too deep into it, she made me feel warm. Like a virtual type of hug, like a mother, like I want her to call me like baby and like tuck me in. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sure,
just
yeah.
really comforting. And I've always liked her.
Oh yeah, she's great.
a warm glass of milk, please.
Yeah, she's like just one of those people that are like stern and serious, but secondhand they care for you and they're very nurturing.
Yeah.
Like how she was with Harry. What's what I'm describing pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
she played the role from the book perfectly. Like she
100%.
That's exactly
There's a
who
couple
I
questionable
picture.
casting
I
calls
can't
in Harry Potter,
picture-
but not there.
Yeah, that
Wait,
was a perfect
let me
call.
just hear one of yours. I'm curious.
Questionable calls?
Yeah.
Yeah, questionable calls.
Oh
Love to
wow,
hear
you
that.
put me on the
Oh,
spot. Fuck.
Oh, you know what? Hey, don't do it yet. Write it down. Let's do that as a show then. 'Cause
Recasting
that is
Harry Potter?
Something to talk about. Or
Yeah.
just Harry Potter.
That's a
in general.
good call.
No, Caleb, you got me thinking.
Just- yeah, we
now,
should
like,
just talk- we should
I've
do a whole
always
show
had
about the
questionable ones,
series.
but one doesn't pop in my head right now.
Okay. Tell me later.
I got one. Daniel fucking Radcliffe. It should have been me.
Okay.
Recasting Harry Potter now, guys, would be fucking sick.
Dude, it would be. I will say.
Well,
Man.
I know exactly who I'd get Harry to be.
Who?
No, I'm not gonna say it.
I think we might have the same one, dude. I think we might have the same one. Because one guy comes straight to me, like without a doubt, who I would love to see.
I'm sure we all got the same person.
Is it from a popular show that's on Netflix?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page.
We're
Yeah.
thinking the same guy, but whatever.
Come on, don't talk about it anymore. Give us your second one, Ethan.
All right, cool. I talked about it before on the show, and I'm so glad Brian's not here because he just fucking roasts me. My whole list is typical.
Is it Tom Hardy?
It's the female version of him, though. Honestly, literally, I'm just so predictable with my. It's like your angsty teen-esque, dark, moody double eyeliner. Like. That's just what I'm into, man. Whatever. But anyway, I digress. My second is Helena Bonham Carter.
I thought about
her.
putting her on my list.
Nice, good. I'm glad someone else appreciates her. Man, I love her, man. She's very specific. I love her. Of course, my favorite is Sweeney Todd. She's also fucking amazing. I like musicals. If you don't know that, I'll say this really quick. I know we're gonna have a musical show. The music. When I say I like musicals, I only like specific ones, and I like them a whole lot. The ones I don't care about, I don't give a fuck about at all. So I only like 3 or 4, but I like them a whole lot. But the rest, I could not give a fuck about. Like people like Les Mis, and she's in it. I don't give a fuck about it. I never liked Les Mis.
It's just because I like
Not for
the
me.
story. Yeah.
And
Are you talking about the movie specifically, or
I'll say
the whole
this.
Broadway play?
I read the fucking book, Caleb. I read it, and it is like 800 pages. And I tried it, and I still fucking hated it. I read it when I was in college.
Wait, you hated the book, or you hated the movie?
And I watched the play, and I watched the movie. Because one of my best friend at the time, they were super into Les Mis, and I tried everything I could, just not for me. I really gave it a good shot. Anyway, and I love her as Bellatrix Lestrange in Harry Potter. I mean, it's just who she is. Like, she exudes that dark personality, that dark humor, that vileness. Like in Sweeney Todd, Fight Club, Harry Potter, pretty much all kind of the same thing. But not just that, she's very good. She's very talented. And I wouldn't say on the facet that she has range, because she hasn't really exuded that. But it's kind of like what I like. Pick something and be really fucking good at it, and she is.
Now, real quick, correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, but did she have a thing with Tim Burton for a while or something?
Oh, yeah. They're
She's
married.
in like all of his movies, basically, right?
Yeah, her and Johnny Depp are like a dynamic duo.
Yeah. I was just making sure, because I just want to make sure I'm not
like
stepping out of line on this.
Movies
but-
you love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's your very dark, gothic, hot topic, came to life type of person.
Oh, yeah.
And I love her. I
Hot
love her.
Topic wishes they were, actually.
Truly.
Yeah.
And she's more of millennial Gen X type of appeal. Really not. She's not really relevant anymore. Like 10 years ago, she was super relevant. But
Yeah, that's what I'm
still one
saying.
of my favorites.
Growing up, our time, like, she was definitely a
mid
bigger
2000s,
name.
late 90s, mid 2000s. I mean, Fight Club.
I'm
She
looking
was
at her
I was
IMDb,
about
and
to say
she's all
Fight
over
Club,
the late
and
90s. Yeah.
yeah, Fight Club. Just that's not my favorite of hers, but that's what mostly what she's known for. Sweeney Todd, man. Like I said, musicals I love. I love it. I've watched it
She's really good at
a decade or 10 times. Like I've watched it a lot.
Yeah, I want
really
to play
good.
Sweeney one day.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be sick.
Be very sick.
Demon by birth.
We should do. I don't know how we would do this, and this is the biggest long shot. But we should do a musical like podcast. Oh, dude, that would be really hard, but it'd be really fun.
Where we all sing the entire time? Because I ain't...
Maybe not that, but
No one's-
acting or
no one's
something. I
gonna
can't
listen to
fucking
that.
sing. Caleb and Jared can sing.
Cool.
No, I mean not
Caleb
well.
can
I believe
No,
Caleb,
we-
because I believe Caleb's been
Dude,
trained.
we were the
but-
Wickersham brothers, us three. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Jacob. You were barely good enough to get in the audience, dude.
Shit.
I wasn't a Wickersham brother.
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, you weren't.
I don't
I
even
was
know
a-
what
yeah.
Wickersham
It was.
brother is.
It was.
Tyler
What was
Veit.
his name?
Circus, though.
Tyler
Tyler.
Veit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you were in the show. I'm sorry, I forgot.
I was in the show.
What show is this? Was this
The Susical.
Susical.
Oh, I want to watch
Big
the
shout out
Susical.
to literally the
did watch
best
that.
teacher I've ever had in my entire life. Probably the reason I am a teacher, and I still talk to her to this day.
Miss
She'll never hear this, but Miss Tiffy, she's the fucking goat, dude. I love her so much.
We'll tag
She
her
is.
on everything.
Yeah,
Dude,
just
I
tag her.
She
literally-
probably doesn't have any social medias, actually. Now that I
No,
think about
she
it.
talks to me on Facebook. I hit her
Oh,
up
yeah?
sometimes, dude. She
Nice.
comments on my
I've
stuff.
talked to her a couple times on Facebook as well.
Yeah. Dude, she's awesome.
Dude, I love
She
that. I
was,
had her for
it
psychology.
was
She
like
was great.
our relationship was very like High School Movie-esque. I just took the class just to, didn't give a fuck, and then like she actually saw I was somewhat decent at acting and gave me like 2 shows, and like she knew I didn't give a fuck to begin with, but then like we started to have this bond and this like connection, and I actually really love drama and wish I did it for like my whole high school career instead of just my last year.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where it's just this guy who thought he was too good for it and then did it and like kind of fell in love with it. Wasn't great at
will
musicals.
say,
I cannot sing, but
I'm glad that I decided not to play tennis after my freshman year and just
that was so
stick with
memorable for
drama.
me, man. Drama, yeah, absolutely.
Drama was awesome in high school. Loved it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it obviously got Kaleb doing what he's doing now.
Yeah. Look at him go.
True.
Doing
He-
switch
All right,
motions.
J-Dot.
Actually, for the Susical, I mean, I know Dylan got the main part as Kat, but Caleb's audition, I was there for it and stuff, and Miss Yuffie, I was listening to her talk and stuff, she almost chose Kaleb.
Yeah.
Really?
So close.
So he was close to getting it.
No, yeah, she brought us into her office and talked to us about it.
Oh, okay. You and Dylan?
Uh-huh.
She probably said, yo, Kaleb actually did better. And Dylan was like, okay.
She said, you need to
All
step it up.
Yeah, so step
It's so
it up 'cause
funny.
I'm
I
giving
forgot
you the
Dylan
lead.
did that, dude. That's so unlike his personality. He's so quiet.
Well, he did plays all through, even when he was younger. Like,
Yeah.
if they needed, like, kids to be in the shows, because his mom obviously did all the music for us.
Sure.
So. But anyways,
Nice.
I digress from that. I'll go ahead with my number 2. Ethan's not going to like it. For some reason, I don't think he likes her, but it's Natalie Portman. And,
That eye face roll.
yeah,
That's
look
what I'm
at
going to call
it.
that eye face roll.
First
My whole
off,
face is rolling.
one of the best movies ever, and one of the best DC comic movies ever made. One of their only good ones, V for Vendetta, is what
Oh my
I really
God.
like her.
I just
from.
watched that for the first time the other day.
You don't like V
It's
for
good,
Vendetta?
isn't it?
It is awful.
Oh,
What?
we disagree there. I like it.
Dude,
No, this is
yeah.
okay, Caleb. This is what I'm getting at. I said this is what I'm getting at. I haven't even talked yet. But the point, what I'm going to get at is the reason I hate it is because the potential and the ceiling was so high. I love that genre. I love the theme, what it was trying to do. It just
Yeah.
I couldn't take it seriously. It wasn't authentic for me. That's why I hate it, because
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna love this fucking movie. It's everything that I like. I love anarchy. I love
Yeah.
off the wall shit like that. Like I love smashing like what government's in place. I love that ideologies that it was going to present. But when it came out, dude, I had trouble paying attention. Like I just couldn't take it seriously. Like it wasn't authentic. I can't give an accurate analysis of why I feel that way. I haven't seen it in over a decade, but I watched it like in my late teens, early 20s, and could not fucking get into it.
I just watched it a couple weeks ago, and my big takeaway from it was that, one, V was the kind of guy that would wear a fedora and say "milady" a lot.
Yeah.
It took me out of it a little bit because I was like, he's supposed to be like a hero, and like he's like clearly a fedora
Well,
wearing
even in
neckbeard.
but in the comics, that's his character.
Yeah,
He's like a,
yeah, which is
he's
fine,
Like,
like,
a
I get it.
musketeer type.
But after everything that's happened with the internet over the last 10 years, I mean, it's hard to separate that in my head.
When I
Have you guys
see, I'll
read the
say
graphic
this.
novel?
No,
Was
I
that?
have not.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is. I
Ethan,
thought
you
said
should
it.
definitely read it because I think you'd like that more than the movie.
That's what I was
Yeah,
say.
for
I
sure.
would probably
You
like it
sure
because,
would,
like,
yeah.
the message and everything, I loved it, dude. Like that. That's why I hate it so much. Is because they were. It's like they were. It's equivalent to a football player having a football in their chest and dropping it. Like they had everything. At least in my perception, like everything ready for them. So much
Yeah.
potential. Like it was. I feel like they had to work to make that bad.
Sure.
I feel like, to tell you the truth, I think they could have filmed it differently. I think if it was shot more as like
I need to
a
watch it again to
Sin
give a more
City
accurate
type
response.
feel, like if it had that type of darkness to it.
I just
and
didn't
that
get
kind
any
of
realness,
animation
man.
in it.
I didn't
feel
get
like
any.
I did a lot more, but I still love V for Vendetta as a movie. No,
I will
matter.
say that I think parts of the movie played it safe, whereas the graphic novel, Alan Moore, he literally gives no shit, so he'll do whatever. So he pushes the envelope even further, and I think they were playing it safe to try to reach a broader audience for the movie, and that might be what you feel is wrong with it, and that's probably why you don't like it.
I can
And-
see that.
Why? You guys might roast me for this, but I think what the feel it kind of could have got the environment would like a Deadpool kind of feel, just that off the walls, no holds barred, and it didn't do that. I felt like it was very structured when it didn't need to be. I don't know.
Check out the graphic.
No, I think that's
novel.
exactly
I'm gonna
what
have to
Caleb's
watch
trying to get across. Is like it should have had more of that feel to you,
Yeah,
but like the novels do is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
sure.
Sorry, I was about to burp.
But
I didn't want
anyways.
to do it right into the camera.
Natalie Portman also Black Swan. She's really great in. She's not really she's not the main person, but that's also a
What?
great
Yeah,
movie.
she's the main character.
Yes. For some reason, I was thinking Mila Kunis is the other.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
I was like, no,
I
she's
got
on
them
the cover of the
switched
fucking
roles.
film.
Yeah, Natalie Portman is the main character, but I think Mila Kunis. I watched so long ago. I feel like it's like her alter ego. I want to say.
Bro, I've
It's-
never seen it.
It's
Never
You
seen
should
the last
watch
one.
it.
It's one of those movies where you got to kind of draw your own conclusions.
Yeah.
I like those though. I've never seen it either, but yeah, I do like that style.
But I think, and then, she could do romantic comedies. I just think Natalie Portman, she has a range. And I think she's a very attractive woman.
Yeah, she is pretty.
She also made Anakin turn to the dark side, so
She
fuck her.
did.
That is true. She couldn't even handle giving birth with super technology.
And that's why I don't like her very much, man. God, I just didn't think she was good as Padme. I don't. I think
Well,
she was.
I don't blame that on.
I
I
don't
don't blame
blame
that on
her.
Natalie Portman. I blame that
I
on
don't
the
blame
writing.
her at all.
I blame that.
That's
the
fair.
writing.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
In the directing.
Remember, I know we've
Terrible.
talked about this on another
I'll say
show,
this though,
but
Caleb. Maybe you can disagree, but I think good actors will do better than what they're giving if they're good enough.
Well, yeah, that's like Shia LaBeouf in Transformers.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
The possibility
Great
is
explanation.
there, yes.
Yeah.
I will agree with that. But sometimes...
But to hold them accountable for that maybe is a little too much for me. That's fair.
Right.
I get the point.
Sometimes even the best can't save some shitty writing.
That's fair. That's fair.
True.
Because it wasn't
Yeah.
based on character development. Anyways, Jared, keep going.
No, that's it. I mean, I do love
Cool.
her as Padme, but yeah, like
I mean,
we
I
all
named my
know,
dog after fucking Padme, so I love the character.
I just we all hate the second or the Clone Wars episode 2, just because of that stupid
Attack of the Clones, yeah.
yeah.
If you want to hear more about our opinions on that, go back and check the episode "The Bone Zone."
The first one we ever
is an
did.
incel. Yep.
yeah, first one we
Yeah,
ever
It
did.
just
turned-
take the love story out of Attack of the Clones and you got a better movie already.
Boom. That's
yeah.
right.
And that's literally how we came
Yes,
up with the idea
yes,
to do a
dude.
whole movies
And
podcast
Caleb,
because
it
we
can be
talked about
done
that for
in
the entire
5
time.
minutes. Because it's so succinct of when the love story is, just go out and cut it.
They
Yeah.
could have actually added the clones attacking more.
Dude,
to
the
that
end,
movie.
the end of that
Like-
movie was good, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the
I
end
like
was
the end.
tight.
Yeah, the end was
Fuck
great.
That was
yeah.
the best
When they were
part.
fighting in the arena and shit, and they escaped the CGI, that was... Because the movie came out...
Yoda pulled out a lightsaber and everyone
I'm
cheered.
going to take a hard guess and say
right.
2002. I think it's in there because...
Probably
Yeah. I
think you're right.
Well, listen, I know for a fact Phantom Menace is 99, and for a fact Episode 3 is 2005. So I'm guessing it's right in the
2002.
middle.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
That was a ballpark guess. But
nailed
dude,
it.
that given that time, that ending was fucking sick. But just
Yeah.
like the meat of it.
Yeah, I think they were hoping that would
Yeah, Caleb hit the
help
nail on the
you
head. I never
know
thought about that.
Anakin's mindset a little bit, but it didn't. It didn't help.
Yeah, no, I understand what they're trying to do. George Lucas just can't write dialogue,
Love.
and so the love story just feels
It came off
stilted.
creepy.
We could go on forever, but
Yeah, we could do a whole other show about this if we need to.
That's right.
Truly,
We
truly.
hated Anakin's creepy vibes. That's what we
He
hated.
ruined the prequels. So that,
But anyways,
Natalie
yeah, that's
Portman.
my number 2. So,
Nice.
Jacob,
Now we're in the number one.
number ones.
So-
give us some good ones.
I originally had Emma Stone, but Ethan basically covered that completely. I do want to give a quick shout out to Allison Janney, simply because I've been watching West Wing lately, and I just
don't know who
love
that
her
is.
delivery. She's CJ on West Wing, but I love her delivery on everything. She's super funny. She was in The Help as well, but I think she was also
Okay.
in Hairspray.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
plays a mom a lot.
Yeah,
usually.
yeah, but in West Wing, like she's got that. Everyone in West Wing has like that witty delivery kind of system, but she knocks it out of the park, I think. But my number one is going to be Jennifer Lawrence.
ugh, boo.
I love Jennifer Lawrence because for the exact same reasons I love Emma Stone. Basically, just the same kind of attitude. Maybe to a lesser degree. The one time, like the only serious role I really know her from is Silverline's Playbook. Everything else was Hunger Games and
Watch
X-Men
American
and shit
Hustle.
like that.
Excellent, dude.
Yeah.
I'll say
Boo.
this: she's popular for a reason, and she was
Yeah.
the most paid actress in 2015 for a
One of my
reason.
favorite
this.
things about her is her interviews. Like, she's just very funny in her interviews, and I
She's
just like her as
highly
a person.
loved, therefore she's highly disliked. Kaleb, who has a succinct opinion about her. And Kaleb, anyway, go ahead and tell us why.
Yeah.
She was initially in my top 3. That's why. But I found others and took her out. She was initially my third.
She was initially, she would have been in my top 5, but
she would have been in mine too. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I know it's basic, but I like her for a reason. Like, and she's popular for a reason. She's hated on because she has this huge platform.
Yep.
I will say
Anyway,
this.
I want to know Caleb's reason.
I don't hate her as a person. I just
I
think
hope not. Jesus Christ.
no. There are
Fuck that
actors I
bitch.
hate as people. I don't know them, but I hate Josh Hutcherson. Fuck that guy.
Who is he?
Anyway,
He's
Look him
in
up later.
Hunger Games.
yeah, he's PETA.
Oh, what else is... Okay, I'm
So
sorry.
you don't like
I'm not trying to cut you off.
No. I
He's in-
like
He's like,
Hunger
he's like the
Games.
Jacob of Twilight.
I hated Josh Hutcherson before Hunger
I thought you were
Games.
talking about me. I was like...
I hated Josh Hutcherson since I was like 8.
Oh my God, that's a
Was
deep
he
hatred from what? Winn-Dixie? Fuck.
Bridge to Terabithia.
Look, I'm getting hot
That
over
too.
here. I gotta take
I
off
know,
my
dude.
robe.
He's about to fucking. Josh Hutcherson walks through that door.
got a
His hands are gonna be
resume.
thrown. Caleb's not playing
He's got
games
a-
right now.
Yeah, man.
I think
fucker said
Jennifer
Bridge to
Lawrence is
Terabithia?
just very overrated, and that's where my dislike
Yeah,
comes
I
from.
can definitely
Like,
see that.
I won't
but
argue that.
Here's the difference, though, is that you are someone that you're an actor.
Mm-hmm.
You know the ins and outs of the business. You know what I mean? Like, we don't.
Sure.
We just see popular person being funny on interview. I like that.
My appeal
That's
of her,
where-
she
that's where it
cannot
comes to
be
me.
replaced. She can't. Like, she's her own specific actress, and just the feel and the mannerisms and the demeanor she has. I know I use that a lot, but truly, that's what gets me about Jennifer Lawrence. Like, I think she's sexy in her own way, and she's just attractive.
Yeah.
With her personality, really. Just not her looks, but seeing her talk and move and act and all that, that's what's attractive to
I
me.
think she looks great, too.
Like, she
But
looks great, too, but the plus side is how she acts.
I was
to
just
me.
sitting here wondering why Josh Hutcherson was in my head.
Is
Josh
it Hutcherson or
Hutcherson.
Hutchinson?
Hutcherson.
Hutcher.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hutcher.
Hutcherson.
He was in The Disaster Artist. I just
Yeah.
watched that recently. I just watched that and The Room.
I haven't seen
Wasn't he also in the?
Christ
I'm gonna butcher this title. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or
Galaxy.
something.
Was
Is that
it?
right?
He might be.
it. Is he in that?
Was he in that with The Rock?
I'm on his IMDb
No,
right
that's
now.
Race
Oh,
to
no,
Witch.
that's
No, he's
Journey
Adventure to the Center of the Earth.
Race to Witch Mountain. Fuck. God,
Hitchhiker's
where did
Guide to
time
the
go,
Galaxy.
dude?
That's Martin
There-
Freeman.
Fuck
Yeah.
me. There was a time when we were children, and that was a fucking commercial. And like, wait, what happened, dude? And
Yeah,
we're
Race
here
to
in
Witch
2020. Fuck, dude. Time is a vapid fucking hole.
He wasn't in that movie. He wasn't in Race to Witch Mountain.
No, he was in
Was he
Journey
not?
to the Center of the Earth.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what
Dude,
you
they're
and I
all the
th-
same movie. They're all the same thing.
No, exactly.
It's the Rock.
Either
They
you're
are.
racing, or you're journeying, or you're traveling. You're doing
like-
something fucking.
That's the reason
verb.
why. That's the reason why everyone thinks that Sinbad was in Shazam, because it's all the same
Kazam.
shit. Yeah, whatever. Who
Kazam.
cares?
Apparently, the internet.
Yeah. Everybody on the internet.
Bernstein Bears or Bernstein Bears?
Oh Jesus.
There's a whole movie about that.
And with
But
that,
no,
we move
Jennifer
on.
Lawrence. She just hasn't really wowed me. What is it? The Winter's Bone.
Have you seen the
That-
Silver Linings Playbook?
I've seen
Silver
parts of
Linings
it.
was good.
That movie
Dude, she
was
killed
fantastic.
that role,
I
man.
definitely
Yes.
was convinced that she had a thing
She
with
killed that.
what's his face afterwards.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's how good of an actress she is, bro. She's
Exactly,
so,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Well,
was
yeah.
like, there's no way there's no real.
Well, from what I hear,
also, he's a
after-
good actor.
she's so strong, man.
Yeah.
Like,
She is.
oh my god.
Strong in
American
what way? What do you
Hustle.
mean? Like as an actress?
Okay. Yeah,
Like, she
yeah,
controls any
no,
scene
not
she's
necessarily
in
in
a
her
lot of times.
talents, in her personality, in her delivery, in the way that she gives it. Nothing's half-assed. It's if she's going to go in one direction, albeit one-dimensional, that's fine. She's going hard and she's doing it very strongly.
Okay, and I can
Like
see why
in Silver
that
Linings
would be
Playbook, her
appealing,
delivery's
but-
crazy. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say she's strong in acting skills per se. I think she's a great actress, but she's great at being herself. She doesn't
And
hold back.
sometimes I think those interviews are kind of like a facade. I don't think that's like her day-to-day
Hey, well,
personality.
guess what?
Maybe
She's
maybe
acting, then.
that's fair. Maybe she
If
acts
she's an
in
actress,
those and
baby.
she's
Let's
herself.
go.
all the
Let's
time.
fucking go. You just got played.
She
Fucking
can't turn
Caleb.
it off.
She's
But yeah.
really raw.
Congratulations.
She's raw.
You
I
played
don't
yourself.
hate her like I hate Josh Hutcherson. She's just not my favorite.
Damn. So I guess you
Did
fucking hate
someone
Hunger
break
Games.
up with you after you watched The Hunger Games? What the
No,
fuck? Why do you hate
I
these
told you I've
people?
hated Josh Hutcherson since fucking 8 years old. I'll tell you the movie that I like. I was like, oh yeah, fuck this kid. It's called Little Manhattan. I watched it when I was a kid. He's a bitch.
I thought you were gonna say kicking and screaming.
Oh, fuck him in that too.
Let me remind myself to tag Josh Hutcherson in
I'm
the
serious.
details on
Josh
this.
Hutcherson has one of the, I'd say, like, people. I guess he's kind of our age, right?
Yeah, he's
is
got to
he?
be. He's got to be.
I think for him being our age, like, they're like child actors. He
Born in
has so
92,
many
so he's
child
1 year
actor
younger.
roles.
He
We're
what?
probably the same age then.
He was born in 92, born 1 year after us.
No, what did
So
Jared
he's
say?
younger than me.
Fuck what Jared said. No one knows.
God, y'all are a fucking mess. Jesus, all right. We established we fucking hate Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for some
fuck him.
reason.
Yep.
And that Caleb's not a big fan of Jennifer Lawrence.
No, but not a strong hate like Josh Hutcherson.
Well,
Yeah,
how about you
alright.
tell us what your number one is then,
I was
Caleb?
about to
Who's
say,
your
let's just
number
move
one?
on to your
Fuck.
number one, then.
All right,
Hopefully I
I'll
can
tell
roast
you
it.
my number one.
Say Angelina Jolie or some stupid
Dude, Caleb,
shit
no,
too.
Caleb has really good picks, though.
Yeah, he
like,
does,
really
he does,
specific.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. All right, you might recognize her from A Cinderella Story,
Dude,
or perhaps. Do you know who I'm going to say?
yes.
I hope
I
so.
don't.
Or perhaps Miss Congeniality 2, or This Christmas.
Sandra Bullock.
But most recently, no, she was in Watchmen. My pick is Regina King.
Yeah.
Let me
She-
pull it up.
She's in Ray.
Oh, I love
She's
Regina
in
King. Yeah.
Watchmen.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in the Boondocks. She plays Huey and God, what is what is this brother's name?
Dude, she's
She
so
plays the two
underrated,
brothers.
bro. Yes.
Facts.
She is.
Just won an Academy Award in 2019. She is like,
I love
if
her.
I like could chart a career that I would want mine to like model. Like if you look at the beginning of her IMDb, she's got like these bit parts in like Boys in the Hood. She had like maybe one
Dude,
line.
I was about to say,
Poetic
oh.
Justice, very small. Friday, she was the sister, but like now
yeah,
she's
that's
like
what-
way bigger than all those
She
other
was
people.
in
She's got
Enemy
a-
of the State. That's what I
Bro,
remember her from. With Will
like you're-
Smith.
She
Yeah.
was the main
I
interest
know
in Down
s-
to Earth with Chris Rock as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's been in things for years, but now she's really like she's honed her skills in all those like I swear she was like learning every little thing she could from being on set, and now she's like the fucking one. Like she's fantastic. Everything I watch her in, I'm thoroughly entertained, and she's also pivoted towards directing now. She's got a movie coming out called One Night in Miami, which one of my friends worked on as a dialect coach. It's a story about like Sam Cooke, Muhammad Ali, Jim Davis. They spend like this one night in a Miami hotel, and it's like them talking about being black and all this other like very important things. It's a really sounds like a really interesting movie. I can't wait for it to come out.
Nice.
The trailer just came out a couple weeks ago. I'll show you guys later.
I had
But-
like a phase in middle school, high school, where I would watch all these like black related films, like with Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, and she's not in that, but like what's the one? It's coming to my mind.
Friday.
Poet.
Justice.
Oh, Poetic Justice.
That's it, dude. She was in. Yeah, I think you mentioned that earlier, but like, just was awesome in that. Like, really, really good in those, and I appreciated her.
No, she's had fantastic growth and is a joy to watch. Like if I could pick one person, like if I was making a movie and I was like, all right, who do you want to play your mom or like your aunt in this movie who's going to have like a real impact on you? I'd be like, oh, Regina King.
I like
That's
that.
awesome.
Nice.
That's sick.
That's
I
a good
love
pick.
your picks.
That's a
They're
really
so
good pick.
specific. Like, I would never guess them.
Well, I would never guess because
She's
I can't
very
never
good
remember
at
those names of
Watchmen.
people I see in so many things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand.
But I feel
Yeah.
like
Well,
Caleb spends a majority
I
of his
feel-
time.
The way you feel right now, Jacob, is kind of how I feel with sports. It's like I know
Yeah.
like certain people I like I know I like Giannis, I like Steph, but like I can't just like sit there and
Layers.
memorize a whole roster like you guys do. But like movies, I can do that. Like I can tell you who was in what movie, when it came out, all kinds of
Yeah, and I
crazy shit
can't.
about it.
Yeah,
But-
your passions are different.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, perfectly. It's a great example, though. Or analogy, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
Ethan.
feel like I could do that for a lot of actors and actresses, but I think Caleb, you probably have more knowledge. I feel like you probably watch more than me, even though I
Sure.
do watch a lot.
It's possible.
And it's not necessarily watching more as it is just or knowing the people more. I think because technically,
will
I mean,
say-
I watch a lot of movies too, but I don't ever know who the hell's in it.
Yeah, same. I
You
don't
know what I mean? Like,
well, Caleb just like goes in layers and does research and takes time with that. Like
Yeah.
I will watch them and absorb it, but I don't go do much research after that. What I do with movies, I guess it's the teacher in me. I always pull up a Wikipedia page or something to read the summary of the synopsis along while I'm watching the film, just to get a full understanding, because I don't want to watch a movie unless I have the entirety of the understanding. Not necessarily where Kaleb likes to go into the art of acting itself and does that. I focus on the components of a story, character, setting, plot, theme, and conflict, and I really look into that stuff. And just because I'm an English teacher, so that stories and movies are the same way. You can teach books and movies the same way. I teach movies all the time, and same way as books, it's the same effect. You get the theme and all that stuff across. So.
See, I see movies as a ride. That's why I love movie theaters. As a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know, like, go ahead and suck me in for an hour and a half, maybe 2
I'll suck
hours.
you
I
in.
mean, I ain't got nothing else to do. I told y'all, I just love watching movies. So I even if it's shitty, I'll probably get through the whole thing.
Yo, I'm gonna let you borrow that my disc of The Room then. Good lord.
The Room?
Yeah, talk about a shitty movie.
Netflix refused to put that movie on Netflix. He petitioned them. He's like, "Hey, can you put it on Netflix?" They're like, "Nah, we'll pass."
Artemis
They
Fowl is
should've,
the worst movie I've
honestly.
ever watched.
Oh, the new one?
And there was a movie, Kaleb, maybe you can remember it. It was back in 2011 with Michael Cera, and it was probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's like teenage something in it. Fuck, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Where he's got like the alter ego with the mustache.
Yes, dude, that's it. It was awful. Like, and I love Michael Cera, and I think I was so excited to watch it, and it was so bad.
You know what else was really bad? That fucking Aragon movie.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, it was.
I like the book
Youth in
when I
Revolt.
was younger.
Yeah, the books.
Yes, that's what it is.
And it was 2009.
Yeah, I watched that
Youth in
once.
Revolt.
I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was trash. All right, cool. Who? Moving on. Who's up next? Oh, me. Me.
Give us.
Yeah. So I forgot to do this at the beginning. I guess now's the perfect time. I mean, I have Chris Stewart in the background, and she's just an honorable mention. I love her and like her personality, but I never really care for her movies. I fucking hate Twilight. I really love Kristen Stewart as a person, though. I think she's cool as shit, and I think she's one of those people for me that her time has kind of passed, where I think she could have got an awesome role and just been like a phenomenal actress. People like Twilight for the books, though. I digress. My number one, it's just so clear to me, man. I really got this from my mom. She's my mom's favorite actor, and I grew up with her, and I love her very much. I like doing games. Can anybody have a guess at all?
Meryl
Who my number
Streep.
one is?
Of your favorite.
Not bad at all. But no,
It's your mom's favorite actor too.
what-
it's my
I was going
mom's
off
favorite
of it, yeah.
actress.
Can I get a hint?
No, Caleb.
Yeah, I'll give you a hint.
It's his mom's favorite actress. That's your hint.
She stars in cult films, a lot of cult films, but she's
lot.
popular.
Share.
She's popular.
Fuck.
Everyone here knows her, and she's actually been in a hit TV. She was really popular in the 80s. I know it's not a game show, but I want you guys to guess. Popular in the 80s and 90s, but she's been in the most recent show. Arguably, this is a big hint. Arguably, the most popular show now. So that probably helps a lot.
Popular show now.
And I don't think you guys will argue. The most popular show in the past 2-3 years. She's in it.
Game of Thrones.
She's in Game of Thrones.
I said one of. Oh no, I said the most popular.
So one of the most popular.
Yeah, Game of Thrones, I would say is most popular. It's
people,
close. It's
people
top
think Game
three.
of Thrones is popular now after it's over.
When I say it, you guys will agree. When I say it, you guys will agree. Anybody got a guess? The beginning of her name is towards the end of the alphabet. I got shit going on over here. I got shit falling.
You know what? Just tell us. You're giving us.
I have
Whitney
no
Houston.
idea.
Winona Ryder is my
Oh,
number
you
one.
piece of shit. Yeah,
favorite
Stranger Things.
Okay.
Stranger Things. When I said the most
Yeah.
popular, I mean it's one of the most hyped up
No,
shows.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I
She's
forgot
had
Game
a
of Thrones. but
comeback. She's had a great comeback. I
She's
feel
my
like.
number one favorite dude, and she's like kind of the argument. She's way better than Jennifer Lawrence. I don't even put them in the same world at all. But
yeah,
like that type
like-
of actress that you're not going to get anybody to replace her. Growing up, I definitely struggle with mental health stuff. I still do. It's a battle I have to deal with every day. But like what I loved was Girl Interrupted with Angelina Jolie. It really fucked me up when I watched it as a young child. I probably should not have, but I really appreciate it as an adult. She goes through mental health and trigger warning stuff. Like she goes through suicidal ideation and shit, and like really connects with this girl and a psychiatric ward being Angelina Jolie, and just her acting was fucking phenomenal. Just her transition in the film from being kind of this really vulnerable person to having a firm sense of understanding towards the end. But then she's in Heathers. fucking cult classic. Heathers is great. If you guys have not seen it, watch it. It's a take on suicide too, about teenage suicide, and it's really fucking good. It's about not fitting in, trying not to be with the cool crowd. Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
That's not my top 4 for her that I put down, but my number 1 favorite of all
Mr.
for her.
Deeds.
You fucking ruined that. Edward Scissorhands is my favorite Winona Ryder piece.
Edward Scissorhands is good. I like that one.
It's amazing, dude. Johnny Depp. That's Johnny Depp's
She's another
best
Tim
movie.
Burton.
That's a hot take, but that is Johnny Depp's best movie.
That's Johnny Depp before every character he played was just a variation on Captain Jack.
I'm not going to argue that.
that's a good
Johnny
point,
Depp has
actually,
not
yeah.
acted that way in Edward Scissorhands in anything else. Maybe the close relative will be Sweeney Todd, but that's still like kind of like more like Jack Sparrow, like you said. But Edward Scissorhands, man, and Stranger Things, dude, she's kills it in Stranger Things. She acts different than anything she's done in Stranger Things as a mom, as a concerned mom.
I've never seen her as a mom role, and she played.
And she fucking
exactly
murdered that.
What a mom
I think
would
she
do in that situation.
She was a
she's
little
great.
one-dimensional, but she, the concerned, really cautious mom kind of just, where's my son, but she still did a good job. And then she had a love interest in the second season, into the first.
I don't think it was overbearing. I don't think it was an overbearing.
No,
"Where's
she's
son?"
my
I think she did it
favorite.
perfectly.
Now, my favorite role she ever performed was when she got super fucked up on stage trying to accept that award. Do y'all remember that
yeah.
shit? It was like the Grammys, not the Grammys.
Yeah, it was
Emmys,
early
is that
2000s,
is that
I
what
think.
it is? Where she's just like looking around and shit. That was for Stranger Things.
Oh, was it?
It was for the first season of Stranger Things when she won this award. I cannot remember which award show it was, but
was
if you're still favorite, look it up.
Probably
She's
an
just
Emmy
like
or something.
completely fucked up. It's so funny.
She was pretty funny on SNL. She was on an SNL skit where they did Celebrity Jeopardy, and she was playing Bjorn,
I remember that one.
and she was wearing like the swan.
I've never been a
dress,
fan of
and she's
SNL, so I haven't seen it.
Ever?
She's funny.
No, I don't like SNL at all.
Wow.
I know. It's a hot take, but I never liked it. Just not for me.
I understand that though. I mean,
That is a hot take.
I didn't like it for a very long time, but then I just started watching
I don't
Weekend
want it to be a hot
Updates.
take. I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
cool or
No,
different.
it's not a hot
I've
take,
tried
really.
it,
It's just
you know what I'm
not,
saying?
Like, my thing about SNL is
being
every
a
skit
hipster.
goes 10 seconds too long.
I could
Every
see that,
skit
yeah.
goes at least 10 seconds too long.
And Pete Davidson's one of my favorites, at least now, and I
He's
still
funny
like
on
him
there.
still. Yeah.
She was really funny,
a
by the
lot
way,
of our
Winona
favorite
Ryder.
Kid, I just don't like that type of
actors got their
comedy, man.
start
I wish I
there.
could get into it.
Like
I have
sketch
good friends who
comedy?
love it.
Like sketch
I guess.
comedy?
Yes,
But
I guess
will
so.
say, we were kind of spoiled when it came to sketch comedy, though, with the Chappelle Show. I mean,
I never got
for
into
me.
that. Yeah, dude. It's
For me,
But
it was hard to
also-
go from watching
But
SNL
SNL was still great at that.
between Chappelle.
there's no
Still great
substance, I guess,
during
and it
that
just
time,
doesn't
too.
appeal to
I'm
me.
just trying to make any kind of
Yeah.
argument
Any
for it.
sketch comedy show.
We
Yeah.
all know the
Yeah.
greatest sketch comedy show is All That, so it's irrelevant.
See, that's one thing though. I loved all that. I fucking loved that.
But it's because
I really
we were
love
the
that
same
show.
age as those.
Because you were a
kids, pretty
child.
much. Or
Keenan
like-
and Kel.
Keenan and
Keenan
Kel
and
is
Kel.
great.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
absolutely.
maybe we were like.
Well,
we
I
should
mean,
do
Kel-
a
is
like
it
90s
Keenan?
TV show list one day.
Yeah.
Keenan's the one that's on. He's
Yeah.
had a career with SNL.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
Keenan
longest player, the longest cast member on there right now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And Kel does nothing now, I don't think.
He was just on Dancing with the Stars last year, I believe.
Yeah. I
He's
think he
he's
doesn't
having a
really act.
resurgence with. They brought All That back, and he's a producer on it, and so he's on it a lot. So he's kind of
Okay.
I saw
revitalizing
him
it.
on the Parkers one time playing a woman, but that was
What?
He was on the Parkers at one point.
Like with Monique?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I used to watch that all the time while I was in Japan. But yeah, he was on that for a little bit, I think. I'm trying to look up his information here. Maybe, I could have gotten confused with a different show, but yeah, he was.
I
definitely
always
doing
thought he
some
was
weird
funnier
shit.
than Keenan, to be honest.
Well, in
Oh,
the
I
show
did
he
too.
was, but he wasn't as
Yeah.
good of an actor, I guess. You
I
know?
know some of these words.
Yeah.
No, it's
was
just
my
because
favorite
this,
thing.
like, Kel was the person that took the comedy way out here, and Keenan just reeled him back in.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it was like
Keenan played the
grounding.
straight man. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
and-
Keenan was more adaptable, I guess.
Yeah, Kel was the slapstick one to make you laugh, and Keenan kind of brought it back to the plot, brought it back
Yeah.
to
Yes,
the
he
meaning
did,
of the
he did.
show.
Yeah, he was on
Yeah.
the Parkers. But he played the role of Freddie Fabulous.
And Good Burger, fucking classic for us, dude.
Oh fucking. Oh yeah.
And you remember the VHS, iconic orange VHS.
Orange,
If
yeah.
you got it, that with the
Yep.
Rugrats movie too. Those are the only two that were
Same.
orange that I know of. It's so crazy,
I wanna
dude, guys.
say
We're getting
Doug's
old.
First
That's
movie
crazy.
had orange on it, but I might be.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. That sounds familiar.
Or maybe I don't know.
Quick correction: he wasn't actually a woman in the show. He was just playing a very
He's just thinking
feminine
of his,
man. Yeah.
his dreams.
Gotcha. All right, Jared, hit us.
My number one. I love her for one. Well, not one, but one main series alone, and that's the Underworld series. So if you guys know it, it's Kate Beckinsale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
And
I know of her.
I mean, she may not be like, the best. I mean, she's been in a lot of good roles. Pearl Harbor, she's the main love interest.
Pearl Harbor sucked.
But one of my favorite
I
movies.
love war movies.
Another movie.
Pearl
she's
Harbor's
in Van
not
Helsing.
really a war movie. Sorry, Jared.
I haven't
Pearl
seen
Harbor's
Pearl
not
Harbor.
a war movie.
Pearl Harbor, yeah, not a war movie.
Is it like a love movie?
It's a love movie with a
more of
war
a
in the
love.
background.
It's more of a it's a love and then.
Dude, fuck IMDb.
and
We
then
got
shit
Caleb
just
Edley.
pops off.
I know,
for
right?
everybody.
It takes me forever to find these things. He's
Dude,
just
like,
listed them.
He's seen every movie. It's so fucking tight.
I wish.
I love to watch.
But no,
Oh, she
sorry,
was in
Jared,
Van Helsing
continue.
though.
Van Helsing, yeah.
Another
Van
one of those
Helsing's
movies,
one of
dude.
my
It was
favorite
kind of like
roles.
V for Vendetta for me. I really wanted to like it. Didn't like it.
You didn't like Van Helsing?
Dude, I was like I was in middle school when it came out. I waited months for that movie to come out. Waited months. Saw it fucking trash.
Dude,
It's not
that's
a
one
very
of my
good movie.
favorite like horror action movies, or like based on vampires and werewolf stuff.
Well,
That's one
I
of my
mean, you guys
favorites.
obviously know the type of
So you love
connoisseur
Twilight,
I
right?
am.
No, I don't love Twilight. That has
You
nothing
need
like
substance.
Exactly, Caleb. That's my point.
Vampires and
I
werewolves,
need
man.
girth, dude. That's why my favorite movies are like, I don't know if you guys seen them, but like
Yeah, I got
Drive, Place Beyond the Pines, like those deep, raw, emotional films that like make you feel like I'm a pussy, dude. And
Well-
I am like for real. Like I'm an emotional person,
If
and I
you
love
want
emotional
that
movies.
Out
And
of
Va-
a Van Helsing,
yeah, I
like,
know.
If you
I know,
want that
that's
out of that type of
You're not gonna
series,
get
Van
it.
Helsing, which we all know is the person who kills Dracula and stuff
Yeah.
like that. If
It's
you
like
want
Hellboy,
that-
just not for me, man.
Well,
Hellboy
if
was
you want
good.
that in Van Helsing, you need to watch the one Dracula movie with
Yeah, but I'm not.
Gary Oldman.
Dracula, nah, dude.
Well,
Not
that's
into
what you're gonna
Dracula?
get with Van Helsing. What the fuck did you expect, Ethan?
Dude, I
Yeah, you
like.
piece of shit.
Don't get me wrong, bro.
Werewolves.
I like action and stuff, but I want
He wants
deep
substance.
feels with it too. Yes, like the action's tight, but I love some action films, and like I love Harry Potter and Star Wars. Star Wars is my favorite of all time. It's action based, but tell me it doesn't have substance. Most of it, the originals, like it's
I
all
think there's
substance based.
substance in the Van Helsing. You get the whole like you're trying
You're
to
not-
figure
you're
out
not gonna
why
win me on that
Dracula
argument. You're
knows
not gonna
Van
win me.
Helsing.
I mean,
All right.
Hey,
man, I love
Kate
you.
You get a cool
Beckinsale.
little snippet of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde right at the beginning.
That's what I thought of, but yeah, and that's literally what I thought of when I watched the film. The whole time, and I loved Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I read that in college and I liked it, but it had like deep meaning and deep purposes for it, and like it related to their emotions. Van Helsing's just, it's like playing a game, and it's like moving pieces. It's like Van Helsing does this, he does this, he does this, but there's no deeper connection to it.
He's a monster hunter. Do you not know his backstory? What the
Dude,
fuck
he's
else
going
do
to
you
bat
need?
for Van Helsing. I need to know what drives him to be a monster hunter. What makes him sleep at night or not
Watch
sleep
it.
at night?
Watch it again. All the wars he's been in, everything he couldn't remember. He showed up in the streets of Rome, and the church took him in. Go back and watch the movie.
And we don't have that much of an origin, though. We didn't get like that. That's
know,
just like
Ethan
He
loves
talks
a
to
good
the
origin.
fucking father
I've
in
never-
Rome for
origin.
like a
I
good
need an
15
origin.
minutes.
I've never heard an argument over the movie Van Helsing before.
Dude, Jared
And
is
I
like
am
fighting for this
loving
fucking
this.
movie
It
right
was
now.
so funny.
Yeah, Jared, I'll do this, dude.
No,
I'll do
he's
this.
convinced
I'll
me to
watch
go
it
watch
again.
that again now.
I'll watch it again.
I'm totally gonna rewatch Van Helsing now.
He talks to the father at the Catholic Church in Rome
Oh, it's
for
on
a
HBO
good
Max.
15 minutes and gives you the backstory on him.
You know what it
and why he
reminds
has
me
to
of,
go to
Jared?
Transylvania.
Have you seen Boondock Saints?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's a lot like Boondock Saints for me. And I like Boondock Saints a little bit more than Van Helsing, but it's trying to give you some background, trying to give you some surface or some substance, but it's mainly just surface material. Like it's just point A to point B, point C, just kind of like playing a board game, but like life,
Yeah.
like going to point. There's not much background there, but you're moving.
Just to let you guys know, though, Metacritic gives Van Helsing a 35.
Out of 100.
Sorry, Jared.
So-
I'm not trying to argue with Jared. I'm
But
just
we're
saying.
gonna I'm
another
rewatching
thing.
it. I'm rewatching it.
I will say this
promise.
is about me. You guys, I'll watch a shitty movie and I like for some reason I'll be like, I
do
see
that.
what they were trying to do.
Guys, it got a
be like,
24% on the critic score of Rotten Tomatoes. That's
Yeah,
really bad.
fuck it. I don't care. I love Van Helsing as a movie.
Anyway, we're trying to talk about Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah, any fucking way.
Yeah,
Jesus
because
Christ.
for one, Kate Beckinsale, I love her in Underworld. She's like the baddest vampire ever, and I love horror movies and horror action movies. So
She was also in
I will,
Click.
she's
Yep.
the
she's
last thing
great.
I'll say, and I'll shut up, is I can never trust Rotten Tomatoes after they gave Sandlot a 60%.
Yeah. See,
Dude,
sometimes they mess
originally
up.
it used to be in like the
Really?
30s or 40s. I swear it was.
There's
And then it just
there's
recently
not
moved
too
up.
many people like our caliber rate shit now. I think
And they brought it up. I know they
Yeah,
did because
like,
I remember back in the day
if
when
we
Rotten
were to-
Tomatoes came out. I remember it was 30 something.
if we were to pull the website back up and start publishing our scores of movies on there,
Yeah.
it probably wouldn't take us too long to get on the fucking Metacritic list of fucking people that can score shit.
That's fair. I feel like Kaleb should be one of those people. Jesus.
Well, that's the person we would
Yo,
allow
I'd
to do
love
it.
to do it.
That would be the
I've
only
thought
person
about
in the
it.
group
I
that's
wrote
allowed.
I wrote a lot of movie reviews
Yeah.
for my film
I-
class and my English class. when I was
My
at
only
UNCW.
that's sick. That's sick. My only like talent that I have would be writing. I'm just a good writer, but like I'm not knowledgeable enough like on like the method acting like you are, like, you know,
Yeah.
going into detail and shit like
Here's
that.
a fun fact. One summer when I was like, I don't know, 9 or maybe 10, I made a website where I reviewed movies I watched every summer. I've tried to find that website like recently. I can't remember what the fuck I called it. So it's somewhere on the internet. There's a review of The Incredible Hulk with Eric Bana on there, which I trashed because it's a shit movie. But
Nice.
It is.
Dude, that's so funny you say that. When I think I was 9 years old, I tried out for all that.
Really?
I printed, dude. I got my dad's camera that he had just got from Circuit City, and I took it from his bedroom, ran to my bedroom, locked the door so he wouldn't find it, printed out the entire script because they were having tryouts, and dude, I took off my shirt and I like had big boobs at the time, and I would like do like the skit like with that, and literally I stole one of my dad's tape and I mailed it in.
I love
Like,
this so much.
I mailed it in, and of course I was never heard back. And well, I mean, it's only been 19 years, so I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe they'll
They
reach
probably
out
had a
to
lot
me
of them to
with-
go through.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, like I like was so thorough about that because I thought I was somewhat funny. So I was like, "This is my dream, dude. I want to do that." And then that dream went away, and then I just wanted to like ruin my body and wanted to be on Jackass for the next like 5 years of my life.
did you
I wanted to be a Jackass star.
mail it to the right address?
Dude, it was in California. I remember Los Angeles, like, and I wrote them a little letter with it, dude. I was like, I hope you guys like this. Like, I'll do whatever you want. Like, dude, I
And they
like
never
wanted to
said
Oh
leave
no.
my
God! Don't
house.
say that as a child.
I'll do whatever you want.
Well, we got this guy
No, but
Epstein
like,
out here.
I'll leave this shitty town in North Carolina. And
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
sorry,
my thought was I thought I was gonna get on Fear Factor when I was young.
holy digression, Jesus.
Yeah.
Talking about fucking all that. I love it though. I love it.
All right, Kate Beckinsale, very hot, good vampire.
Yeah, redhead.
Yeah.
Fuck the lichens.
She's not like the best like actual actress, I guess, like,
She's your favorite though.
but
Yeah.
she's
She
my
dated
favorite just
Pete
because I
Davidson.
love the Underworld movies.
Speaking
I got
of-
sucked into that story after I watched the first one. But as
And
a kid,
yeah,
when it came out, I was like, oh, I got a boner.
I just wish
That's
Nicky
another thing,
Cage would
Jerry. I
play
never
a
got to
female role
Underworld.
one time, just so I could
Watch
put him
them.
on this list.
They were actually pretty good.
no, I've watched all of them and I don't like
Oh,
any
yeah.
of them.
Oh, you didn't like them? Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
don't know
Underworld
why,
movies.
dude.
I couldn't get
Dude,
into
I love
those.
them.
I tried.
I
I
think the
couldn't do it.
mythology is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love mythology. That's one of my favorite things. Like Van Helsing.
Please get
Oh
the fuck
my
away from me.
God!
All right,
it-
boys.
Is that everything we got here?
Yeah, so we got everybody. I'll go through.
So
we'll
Jared,
just go
shut the
through
fuck up.
our number ones really quick again. Jacob, who was your number one?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence, Caleb.
The Regina
Jo-
King.
Yeah, Regina King, and then Ethan,
Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder, and then mine was Kate Beckinsale. Dude, I actually love all of our picks. They're not bad. You know, I
Except for
actually
Kate
really
fucking
wish I
Helsing.
would have got to hear Brian's, because I don't really
Too bad
know.
he comes on the show once every 365 days.
I don't know who Brian's favorite actors or actresses are.
Shia LaBeouf would be in this. Probably.
Well, yeah, Shia LaBeouf.
He would be
in
up there. I think. I don't know if he would be his number one. But
I think Brian loves Tom Hardy. I've heard that.
He's with me on
let
Mickey
the
Cage
internet
for
know
sure.
that Brian Davis loves Tom Hardy.
Guys, before we leave the show, is Venom good? I never watched it, and I've never wanted to watch it.
All right.
I've heard it was
It's fun
better
if
than
you're
it
not
was.
expecting
Yeah.
it to be a Marvel movie.
Guys, the audience listening,
Yeah.
we're going to end the show in 5 minutes. I just want to hear Caleb's explanation of this because he took a deep breath and it's getting serious. So I want to give us 120 seconds of it, Caleb.
Okay. I think Venom, like Jacob just said, if you expect it not to be a Marvel movie, it's pretty decent.
it.
My problem with Venom is Sony is trying to shoehorn Tom Holland into that universe, which would then mean that Venom universe is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And my problem with that is we're not going to get the actual symbiote story, which is one of my favorite comic storylines ever.
It is.
So that's where I sit with it. Like, it's
Fair.
okay for a standalone movie. I didn't mind it, but I don't want that to be in the MCU, which Sony is trying to
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
So, but let me ask you this: is it worth
agree.
watching?
Yeah,
Yes.
you should watch
Yes,
it.
it's definitely worth watching.
It's not on any streaming service, is it? Netflix,
I
Hulu.
thought it was on HBO, maybe.
It might be.
Or
I'll
Stars.
check it out.
I can
Give me
figure
10
this out
seconds, I can
real
figure it
quick.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me because I would like to watch it, but
But to
I
tell
would
you-
pay like
hey,
$2.99 to rent it, but I don't want to pay like more than that.
I agree. If MCU actually had
It's on Stars.
done
That's why.
it probably would have been better. But Venom's character, like when he's actually Venom and talking, and it's exactly how Venom would talk to people, I think.
Fun fact: their Metacritic score is also a 35.
On Venom?
Which it's,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what it says
it's
on
Sony.
IMDb. At least.
Fuck, really?
It's
Well, like,
Sony
it's
making
not
a
one of those
superhero
movies that's
movie.
going to score really high. Like, you
Yeah,
just go
I
in
know.
there knowing what you're going to get. Like,
Yeah,
you'll be
I just
satisfied.
love Tom
Fun
Hardy,
watch
dude.
though. Very fun watch.
And I love Venom. I dude,
Yeah.
I have like all the Funeral Pyre collection. I love
Yeah, your Venom
Yeah.
comic book collection is freaking sweet.
yeah, I've loved Venom since I was a kid. It's a big deviation between the audience score tomato meter. Wow,
Yeah.
30 to 80. That's big.
Look at this.
See, my thing is, I feel like Venom is
Yeah.
like just no one's
I love-
done it perfectly yet. Like this, to me, this is like a better version of
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3 was obviously.
Well, you
Like-
can only go up from freaking Topher Grace.
Exactly, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
fair.
Like it's only
fuck?
gets better, but
Yeah, and
I
like
feel
my
like
students.
the cartoons are a lot better, obviously. But this is the best
Yeah.
live version we've had.
Yeah, and my students like knew how
There's only
much
two of
I
them.
enjoyed Venom, and they were like, "So, are you going to watch it like the day it comes out?" And I was like, "I can't. I just never prepared myself for that.
Yeah.
Like just to be let down because Venom is up here for me, right? And you can't do really anything to get it up here. So anything, either it keeps it at that same level or it brings it down. That's why.
There weren't a lot
Don't
of
go
people
into
that
it
would get
expecting
with
like
me.
a true to form comic adaptation. They
That's
really
cool.
lean into the
Oh, yeah.
anti-hero Venom,
Yeah.
not like the original
should.
like bad.
Sure.
Venom, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should go to the anti-hero because that's exactly.
Yeah,
what
in a
it is.
standalone movie, he should be
Sure, yeah, in a
considered the
standalone movie, but
protagonist.
I don't
Yeah.
want
Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Holland to be in Venom
Yeah.
2 or whatever they're trying to do.
That's
you know?
fair.
I
fair.
would
Well,
love to
if
see
they're
Tom
gonna-
Hardy beat the shit out of Tom Holland for about an hour and a half, though.
Well,
That'd be kinda
I want
fun.
them to get a different person to be Venom.
Yeah, it's just I feel like they're gonna have a hard time doing that if they want to keep if Sony allows it to happen. You know what I mean? I
That'd
feel
be
like
a cool thing to
Yeah.
I
pick
think it'd be
our
cool
favorite
if Sony
cast.
just
for-
gave all of their Marvel characters back to Disney because obviously Disney's gonna make the better ones. MCU
Yeah.
and Disney.
yeah, it's weird that they're not just completely on board with it. Like we'll give them like but they want like a 50-50 deal, which obviously they're not Disney's not gonna allow that to be the thing. It's gotta go more towards Disney, but I mean you're gonna get a shit ton of money out of it regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, all
why
it
do you
comes
think
down
that
to
you
is
need to be the
greed
one that runs it?
over
You've done nothing good
entertainment.
so
They
far.
don't
Well,
really care.
that's the thing. Sony needs to just get it that they're not good at movies.
Yeah.
And they can
They're
make
good
the
at making
games.
consoles.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make the best TV. Yeah.
Yeah. And they used to make really good DVD players and Blu-rays. But that's
Yeah, they did.
Digital
That's a
copies all the
hidden
way.
treasure.
Especially
right?
superhero.
I'm trying to think of what did Sony ever put out that was good?
Like movie-wise?
Yeah, I'm looking it up real quick. What is a good Sony movie?
I think the
made a
original
Ratchet and
trilogy
Clank
minus
movie.
the third Spider-Man movie are pretty good. I
Yeah.
like those.
I'll say
Oh,
that.
you don't
I'll
think
say that,
Bikini
Caleb.
Car Wash was great?
You what?
Bikini Car Wash?
I'm going through their movies right now.
But no, the original Spider-Man's Caleb, especially that was a special time for us too.
Yeah.
They were good, dude. They were
Those
good.
were great.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I think I've always said this. Andrew Garfield's my favorite
I think
Spider-Man.
Interview.
My favorite movies are the first ones.
I like
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
I like
I
Tom
think
Holland,
he
yeah.
is the best balance between the two, and that's why I like him.
My
Yeah,
argument,
that's how I
and
feel
people
about
don't
it.
agree with me, but I think Tobey Maguire is the best Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield's the best Spider-Man.
Boom.
And then-
Ethan hit it right on the head.
That's
Yeah,
a good
just
point.
and then Tom balances.
Dude, Toby as Peter Parker? Fuck yeah. I don't think he had what it take to be Spider-Man. But him being Peter, dude, oh my god. Like, it gets me horned up. Sorry.
Yeah, he didn't have enough quips for me.
Yeah. Dude, oh
Yeah.
my god, just his juvenile
He's not the
sense,
Spider-Man,
his sensitivity, how his, like, and then him finding himself and, like, having to fight to be something when in reality he's a pussy, you know?
Yeah.
And he has to force that. That's what Peter is. Peter's not meant to be a fucking hero. And
Well,
I don't know.
This whole
God.
podcast about actresses got way off
Yeah,
track.
dude, yeah. God,
We,
let's save it for next week. Jared, call
Shit.
it.
We tried our best.
No, we
But
killed
all right,
it.
yeah. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Nothing else?
No,
Good to
just
go.
quick housekeeping stuff. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WDK_network. Email us at WDKnetwork@gmail.com. They'll all be in the description below. And make sure you share, like, subscribe, talk to your friends about the shows if you like them.
Yes.
Talk to us about the shows if you like them so that we know that people like them.
Yeah.
And, just the only way something like this grows is if people tell their friends about it. There's
Yeah,
no
and
way
just
we
interact.
can go if you think that we're good.
Please,
Let your friends know. If you think we're bad, let us know so we can fix it.
yeah. Just at least communication is key. But the only thing I'll say, and I'll be done for the day, follow us on Instagram. We're all using it. I know I'm trying to post at least once or twice a week. Be interactive with Instagram. We know you all use it. If
Yeah.
you got this far, just fucking follow us, please.
Do it for the gram.
Yeah. And other than that,
Telegram.
I'm good.
Good? All right.
Yep. Till next
Well,
time.
till next time, yep, this is our episode for We Don't Know Movies. Thank you, Jacob, Caleb, and Ethan for being here. And we are out.
Peace.